This time on Irish Pickers, Ian saddles up
Put your leg over. That's it, chill down and just relaxing.
in search of bargains.
There's 100.
In Galway, deals grind to a halt.
Are these for sale, Michal?
No.
Would 120 quid take this away?
No.
And at an auction in Laois,
Check this out.
Ian fights hard for a very special lot.
I have to get those letters or else I'm going to flip the lid.
Start at 100,000, somebody.
Top Dublin dealer, Ian Dowling, trades in the history of the Emerald Isle.
I'm on the road with my best mate, exploring every inch of this country to find the antiques that tell the stories of Ireland. I like to look at these doors, man. That's a nice piece of history right there.
With the help of his team, Ian turns picks
1,000 wouldn't do it for you. Shake it 16.
into profit.
750 for the whole collection. I'll let you have them for 18.
925, come on, man.
Ali's the brains of the operation.
I need you to head towards the Ring of Kerry.
Footsie's the muscle.
Yabba dabba doo!
And Vinny's the experience.
The early bird catches the worm.
We are historical treasure hunters, and together we make an amazing team.
It's an early start at Irish Pickers HQ. Over 50% of Ian's sales are made online, and the team are getting images of his latest haul of antiques up on the website.
All right, folks, how's it going?
Have you guys decided where you kind of want to go in your next pick?
Yeah, we're thinking niche. There's an historic interiors auction down there. You know the Britannic ship? It's the sister ship to Titanic. So they've got the full interior of the first and second class, identical to the one that was on the Titanic.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that auction. That's a very, very serious auction. A really, really serious. I'm talking big money in.
All right, Butsy. All right. Drink up, we gotta go down to this auction in Laois. Gary, we'll see you later.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Cheers. Thanks.
We'll let you know how we get on.
Gary.
Yes, take care. Cheers, man.
Woohoo, auction!
Ian and Butsy travel 50 miles southwest from Dublin to County Laois in the Midlands.
I'm really excited about getting to this auction, man. Are you?
Yeah.
First auction I ever went to was actually a cattle mart. My favourite part of it was the little kitchen area where all the farmers would sit around and eat bacon and sausages and drink cups of tea and all.
God.
Yeah, and read the newspaper. Like those days I was just going along, I was just looking forward to eating some sausages and some bacon and all. This time I'm going,
Bringing home the bacon.
bringing home the bacon, exactly, man.
In 1556, Laois was renamed Queen's County in honour of its then ruling English Queen, Mary Tudor. After the Irish Free State was established in 1922, Laois reverted to its original name.
Starting to feel that thrill, that buzz, that
Yeah.
excitement.
Does it bring you back to your first one, does it?
The Titanic may be beyond salvage, but a lot from the luxury interior of her sister ship, the Britannic, is the star of today's auction.
Here, there's the Britannic stuff over here, look.
Oh, that's deadly.
This opulent bar is a carbon copy of the one that went down with the Titanic. But this one was saved before the Belfast-built Britannic suffered a similar fate to her more infamous sister. She had been refitted as a hospital ship for the First World War effort, before being sunk by a naval mine off the coast of Greece in 1916.
This is what you would have seen when you stepped on the first class of the Titanic.
Nice. Looks first class, doesn't it?
It does. Made in Harland and Wolff in Belfast, this is Irish workmanship at its best. It's just been a pleasure just to even see them myself.
When it goes under the hammer, the bar could fetch as much as €300,000.
We've got to recreate a scene from Titanic while we're here, dude.
All right, well, take a picture. Pay me like one of your French girls, Jack.
Put it away, man, will you?
With the fun over, it's time to get down to the serious business of checking out the other 700 lots and drawing up a list of targets.
It's always important to get down early and just have enough time to check on the lots, pick them up, look at them, and then also have a scout around the room and make sure there's nothing that you've missed. I spotted this monk's chair, 18th century, beautifully carved, just a really unusual decorative chair that anybody could appreciate. I've seen monk's benches before, but never a monk's chair. My granddad had one. His story was that a monk used to sleep in it, but you'd have to be a pretty small monk to sleep in this one. But it is unusual, and that's why I'm interested in it. It's just the Shelburne and stuff over here, man.
This is it.
Across the hall, a lot from one of Dublin's most historic hotels catches Ian's eye.
This guest register, I guess, well, it just captures a day in the hotel back in 1949.
The Shelburne in Dublin first opened its doors in 1824. and has attracted a great political, cultural and artistic clientele for almost 2 centuries.
JFK and Jackie O stayed in the Shelburne. Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor. Laurel and Hardy. It's basically the hotel for the rich and famous when they come to Ireland.
I wonder what you got back in 1949 for dinner. God, I wouldn't even know what that is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Lahores de Overs. It's too fancy. All I can see is fruit cocktail. Kind of an impressive menu, isn't it? It is, isn't it?
The guide price on that is 1 to 200, so anything less than 250 I'd be really happy with.
The auction is underway, and Ian gets into place to make his first bid.
Specifications, documents there relating to the Shelburne Hotel. Start me off at 50, somebody. 50 bid. Anybody after 50, 60, 60 bid now. All done. In front now at 60. Well done.
Great start. We got the Shelburne lots below the lower estimate. I was really kind of buoyed by that. So far, so good. And if we can keep this going, we're going to be quids in.
The next item Ian plans to bid on is a muff pistol that he has earmarked from the online catalogue.
That's so small, isn't it?
These tiny firearms were usually concealed on a lady's person, but this one belonged to a local dandy and renowned gambler, Jack the Buck Gagan.
Great bit of local folklore attached to that pistol. He was losing a game of poker. He believed one of his opponents was cheating, so he stood up and he stabbed a fork into his opponent's hand. And he said, if that's not an ace of clubs under your hand, I'll be begging your pardon, sir.
That's straight out of the Wild West, isn't it?
Proper cowboy stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. The muff pistol is guiding at 2 to 300. That's my number 1 item. Yeah, I really want to come away with that today. These kind of lots I'm kind of getting kind of worried about, kind of anxious about, you know, I really want that.
I'll be 200 for it. I bid 100 anyway. 100 bid for that lot. Anybody after 100, 120, 140. It's a rare lot anyway. 140. All done. Last call. All out then at 140. If there's somebody else.
Happy days.
That was value, wasn't it? Well done.
I'm absolutely thrilled with the muff pistol. Estimated between 200 and 400 by the auctioneer, and we got it for 140. So I don't know what was going on in the room. I think I was expecting to pay at least 5. Absolutely delighted, and that's the kind of buzz that I'm after. So we've nailed that. We need to hightail it out of here.
I think we should, yeah.
Is everyone asleep in here or what?
Must be.
If you're into guns and pistols and militaria, and if you're in any way interested in Irish folklore, this is the item for you.
Buoyed by his early success, Ian prepares to bid on the 18th century oak monk's chair he spotted earlier.
I think there's going to be a competition for that chair, but we're going to see what we can do. Fingers crossed. If we can get it at a nice price, there's definitely profits to be made.
See what happens.
Yeah, just see what happens.
Okay, unusual.
But the bidding opens at the guide price of €300 and soon rises.
300 bid anyway. 300 bid. 300 I'm bid now.
The bidding began, it just kind of took off.
The rare lot. 300 bid now. And 300 I'm bid. And 300 I'm bid.
It's not worth it. Yeah, I think we have a spot at lunch then.
Yeah.
Celebrate your boys already.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the monk's chair didn't really go my way. I'm always a little bit disappointed when someone's beating me to the post, but you know, you brush yourself off fairly quickly, you forget about it, you move on to the next lot.
200 there.
Coming up, Vintage Vinny has some enlightening advice as Ian tries to get his auction back on track.
If you did get it for 1 of each, well, there is a decent profit there for you.
And the boys get exclusive access to a Georgian mansion in Galway.
Check this out.
Ooh, this is what we're talking about, Ian. This is what it's all about, isn't it?
This is it, man.
Dublin dealer Ian Dowling is at an historic interiors auction in County Laois.
300 I'm bid now.
The bidding began, it just kind of took off.
It's not worth it.
After missing out on the monk's chair, Ian's taking stock and doing another lap at the auction room to see if there are any potentially profitable lots he's overlooked.
I love these.
I know, Dan, I've seen you with these before.
They're 1970s. They were known as, I think, Sugar Bowl.
Yeah.
The Sugar Bowl lampshades are guiding between €200 and €400. Ian gets on the blower to Vintage Vinny to seek some expert advice.
Yeah. Oh. Hello?
Vinny,
Ian, how are you? All right?
Yeah, pretty good. We got some nice stuff here.
Nice to hear.
One of the things I found here was those Sugar Bowl light fittings. You've had them before, haven't you?
I've had them before, yeah, I've had them in my shop. If I was retailing them now, I'd be asking about maybe $250, $3-ish maybe each. You with me?
Yeah.
You're minty. They're beautiful lampshades. They're very, very sellable.
If you did get them for one or each, well, there is a decent profit there for you.
I'll keep you the shade of it, don't worry.
All right, Vince.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Armed with Vinny's wise words, Ian hopes to strike a shady deal for the 2 sugar bowls, around the €200 mark, and net himself a healthy profit.
Lot 200, there's a pair of vintage orange shades there. Have we 200 for them? I'm bid 100. 110, 120, 130, 140, 160, 170, 170 bid in again, 180, 190, 200 there, 200 in front. Now we're finished. All done at 200, 218. Well done.
So yeah, happy days, man. He's 100 pop.
Ian secures the lampshades at €200 for the pair.
I'm delighted that I landed the orange sugar bowl light fittings. And if Vinny's right, there's €300 profit there.
With bidders from all over the world standing by,
Okay, on we go now. The next lot, extremely rare, exceptional mahogany bar from the Britannic.
today's star lot from the Titanic sister ship Britannic goes under the hammer
144,000, 145,000.
and is estimated to sell at €200,000 to €300,000.
At 149,000 on the net, 150 in the room.
Tension that keeps building, isn't it? Doesn't you think they're not going to bid? They bid again, like, it's not.
Third and last time at 151,000.
The Britannic lot goes to an online bidder for €151,000.
Wasn't expecting that.
Almost half the high estimate. A bargain for a luxury bar, the like of which would have been on the Titanic.
Watching the Britannic interiors being sold was really interesting. It's always really interesting when you see people spending huge amounts of money right in front of your eyes. It's a lot of money, but it's a piece of history.
As today's bidding draws to a close, Ian spots another lot that could spell profit.
Is it the Tivoli?
Oh my God, there he is too, yeah.
No way.
The letters are from the Tivoli Theatre in Dublin, a hotspot for socialising in the heart of the city for over 80 years, until it was demolished for redevelopment in 2019.
Everybody in Dublin would have a memory of the Tivoli in some way or another. For me, it was, the nightclub side of things. When I was growing up, it was a movie theatre before that. People had dates there, they might have met their future wife at a dance. So people would have had a lot of memories wrapped up in the building. So it was really, really sad to see it demolished.
It's a good spot.
What lot number is that there? 1201. That means it's tomorrow or the next day. Big hitch is that the Tivoli lettering isn't coming up today, so I won't be here when they go under the hammer, but I'm going to make sure to be on the phone, and one way or another, I have to get those letters or else I'm going to flip the lid.
Ian will have to make a telephone bid if he's to secure the prized Tivoli letters, as they won't come under the hammer for another couple of days. But from the 3 lots he's picked up today, for a total of €400, he could be in line for a profit of more than €700.
I think we've got some really nice pieces. We haven't overpaid on any lots. Everything we'll make money on, and every item is a fantastic collectible with an interesting story attached. And I guess that's always my brief when searching for stuff.
That was a success, and anyway.
Yeah.
I think I have the book for now, yeah?
Yeah, I think you do,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
There's no better business than the yellow antiques business.
The next day, Ian and Butsy check in with Ali before they hit the trail back to Dublin.
Hi guys, how are you getting on?
Really good, Ali. We got some great items. You've still got a little bit of room in the Jeep, though. Have you got any other leads or anything?
I have a house near Athenry in Galway.
There's 20 rooms, 8
Square foot, like Georgian mansion with over 200 years of history.
We'll head over that way now, all right?
Ali's new lead takes the lads 90 miles west towards the town of Athenry in County Galway.
You know what Athenry is famous for, don't you?
Of course, the fields of Athenry, yeah.
Fields of Athenry, that's it. Oh, light the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. You left me hanging there, you left me hanging. Why didn't you help me out?
Castle Ellen House was built by the Lambert family in 1810, on land granted to them in the 17th century. It's believed the Lamberts were driven off the estate during the Irish War of Independence in 1921, and the house fell into disrepair, until history enthusiast Micheál Keeney picked it up at auction in 1974.
I thought 3 or 4 years now and I'll have this in great shape. and that's 44 years ago.
See the house there, eh?
Oh, yeah. The good thing about a stately home is that you know there's going to be centuries of history in there. And as soon as we entered those gates and we went down that long sweeping driveway, I could feel that buzz and excitement building. Check this out. Whoa.
This is what we're talking about, Ian. This is what it's all about, isn't it?
This is it, man. We might be here a while, the size of the place. It's exciting to kind of get to a location like this. You know, it's the kind of place that a dealer hasn't been before. So you're talking virgin territory, if you want to call it that. Great to meet you.
Good to see you.
How are you? My name's Ian. Ian, yeah, lovely to meet you.
Deirdre.
I'm Ian. Deirdre, lovely to meet you. How are you?
Hiya.
How are you?
How are you?
Smashing place you have here.
Thank you very much.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Right up our street, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah. My first impressions were, I guess, most stately homes that we've been to are very well organised with super rare and expensive antiques. Here, it's a bit different.
During almost half a century in the house, me hall has filled its 23 rooms with a vast array of antiques and historical items that many people would have just thrown away.
He thinks the world's just full of waste, so he thinks that rather than throwing stuff in the bin, I'll keep it and somebody might use it one day.
Wow, all right. So are you a collector or a hoarder? How would you define yourself?
I say I'm a collector, and some people say I think you're a bit of a hoarder. I collect everything except money.
To call me Hall a hoarder is an understatement, I think.
Me hall's daughter Deirdre is hoping Ian can succeed where the family has failed in the past.
I would be surprised if my dad will sell anything. I would be perfectly happy if he did. We've often tried to get Dad to get rid of some of the stuff he has, and it just never really worked. It goes against the grain for him.
What do you use this for? Shooting rats, is it? Or?
That's a blunderbuss. You shoot from the hip, you couldn't miss anything.
It looks like it'll blow your head off, doesn't it?
Sure does. You've got a pile of the weird and wonderful in every single room. He's a fan of the taxidermy anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely a fan of the taxidermy, yeah.
Everything from stuffed animals to antique projectors and model boats. Michal, what's the story behind this ship here, the Connemara?
That's a hooker, a workboat they had on the west coast of Ireland.
That really kind of interested me because it's a huge part of culture out here in the West, and it's something that people think of when they think of Galway Bay. Is this something that you'd be interested in selling?
It's very special to me, you know. If I had a second one, I'd give it to you.
Yeah,
I'd give it for nothing.
You're an absolute gentleman.
No,
listen, thanks
I couldn't part with that.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. No, it's a lovely replica.
Dad, he's got beautiful memories of different things in his life, and he retains them through keeping stuff.
Did you see this pussy?
No.
It would be difficult for Ian to buy anything when Dad is not motivated by money.
Here's another helmet.
You got another one?
Yeah. How does something like this just be sitting here like that? Looking at those helmets, loads of thoughts flashed through my mind. The Armada in the 1500s, Cromwell 1600s, the Normans 12th century. I was really excited to find them. I've never seen anything like this before. Are these for sale, Michal?
No, I wouldn't. I'm very sentimental attachment to these now.
Yeah.
And,
this is different to any other pick I've been on, really, because it's not really about money for him. It's more so about the historical value.
Undeterred, Ian finds another item under the stairs that he hopes Michal can entrust him to take away from the house.
What's this? As we were walking around the hallway, I spotted a 1916 print after the bombardment. The Holocaust of Ireland's greatest thoroughfare, Friday morning, 28th of April, 1916. Do you know what? This is a 2-for-1. I like the thing on the back.
During the Easter Rising in Dublin, hostilities were at their fiercest on the north side of O'Connell Bridge. And Archibald McGugan's artwork depicts the aftermath.
What was really interesting to me was actually the backing board, which was an old advertisement, pre-1916. We noticed that the backing board is an old notice, an old advertisement.
That's right, yeah. They recycled the hardboard and put it into the frame.
Yeah.
That must be around 1890 or...
Yeah,
so,
absolutely. Yeah. Michal valued the 1916 print more than the late 1800s advertisement.
That, as it is to me, for something to do with 1916.
Yeah.
The whole thing is very... It's very emotional as it is.
Yeah.
With all the dust on it. If you find a home for that, I'd certainly consider it.
Well, I'll tell you what, Michal, if we can do a deal on it, I'll tell you the home it's going to. It'll be going to my home.
Yeah.
So that's where, and I'll remember what you just said there, because I think it's really noble, and I think I respect it. So I will, I'd give you €120 for that piece, if that interested you.
Okay.
Is that all right?
It's a deal.
Deal. You're a gentleman. Thanks so much. And I will give that a good home. I promise you that. All right, thanks, sir. Thank you so much.
Finally, Ian has managed to get a first deal done with Micheál at €120.
You're going to be a rich lady sometime.
I'm going to take that backing board out, sell it, and make a few bob, and keep the 1916 print in my home, as promised to Micheál, where I'm going to treasure that piece. It's the old famine picture. Do you recognise it?
With the ball rolling, Ian discovers another framed gem.
Do you know, my granny had this on her stairwell. I remember when I was younger, just staring at that image and wondering about it. And my granny told me it was a scene from the Great Famine back in the 1800s. That's why the lady is praying.
The original was in fact painted by a French artist, Jean-François Millet, in 1857. But as a print, its depiction of two peasant workers praying over a basket of potatoes became a poignant reminder of the Great Famine in many Irish homes.
Quite old too.
It is, it sure is. Yeah. Sure is. When we looked behind, you could see that it was really very well aged. It's been around a long time, 1930s, something like that.
It's a wonderful piece. You can offer what you think is appropriate.
I would offer €80 for this. How would that sound to you? Would that be okay? Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thanks very much. That picture could go to an array of clients. I mean, anybody who's got a connection to Ireland would respect that picture for what it is. It's a very old piece, good condition, and it captures Ireland of that time.
Now, Deirdre, you can fill up your wheelbarrow of money.
I won't be letting that print go for anything less than €200. And I'm going to make sure that that picture goes to the right client who's going to respect it, treasure it, and appreciate everything that it stands for.
You're doing very well, Ian. For years we've tried to get Dad to get rid of stuff. We might get a bathroom out of this stage, Dad.
Oh, hopefully.
The reason why he's selling these items is to reinvest in this property. So I want to pay him a fair price for anything I take away here today.
Coming up,
Here, I'll check in here. Do you want to check in there, man?
there's a shock in store for Butsy.
Scared the life out of me, that did.
And there's a new sheriff in town as Ian rides into Loughrea looking for bargains.
Would you take 50 quid for this guy? Would 120 quid take this away? Would you take 100 for the pair?
At Castle Ellen in County Galway, owner Micheál Keeney has opened the doors on his 200-year-old home to collectibles dealer Ian Dowling.
If you find a home for that, I'd certainly consider it.
Deal. You're a gentleman. Thanks so much. And I will give that a good home. I promise you that. All right, thanks, sir.
Ian's hunt for treasure leads him to the basement, where a team of servants would have once been at the beck and call of Castle Ellen's former owners.
It's a butter churn, is it?
Yeah.
I like this dresser too.
Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, you can pack it up, you can throw it on your shoulder, you know, like a beatbox.
Yeah. Here, I'll check in here. Do you want to check in there, man?
Yeah. Scared the life out of me, that did. Did you see that?
What's in there? This is a real Halloween theme.
I almost jumped down my skin, yeah.
I don't think we'll be taking him home anyway.
Yeah, can we leave him here?
Yeah.
Across the hall,
There's a nice little enamel sign there, look.
Ian makes a more welcome discovery.
Rock underwear.
It's nice, that, isn't it?
Yeah. I'd never heard of that brand before, but it was stamped Dublin, and there was a novelty factor there. 100% having that. It's definitely going to sell, so I was really excited by that find. We moved on to another room where there was just buckets of stuff everywhere, and we came across two more enamel signs. What does that say there, down your end? It says, I think it's Westland Row.
Cork, is it? Or I don't know what that says.
No.
You can't see it at the...
As soon as I spotted them, I knew they were right up my street. That's a beaut. You can be sure there's not another example of that out there. Just when I thought things couldn't get any better, we spotted one more sign.
Hey, Ian! Ian-o! We've got something you might like.
What's really exciting about this sign is we don't know what it is. It just seemed to be like a film of tar covering the sign. Could we just see if this comes off? Yeah, it does. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, happy days.
It's a bit like a scratch card, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
You've gone for a winner.
Well, listen, I think we're onto our winner anyway. A good L scrub will clean that sign up really nicely. If we can do a deal, we'll get it back to base and see what we're looking at. So let's get Michael down here and have a chat with him. We've got 4 signs here to talk about.
Ian knows he could be onto something big.
When was the last time you saw these signs?
A could be 5 years, 10 years,
yeah.
20 years, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't...
I've never seen them.
I think both of these signs are kind of on par. I think I prefer this one slightly. Do you know anything about that brand?
No.
Yeah, I've never heard of it. This one, if we can do a deal on it, we'll be trying to get it back to somewhere along Western Row.
Yeah.
200 for each of these signs. This one needs to be cleaned down a bit. We don't really know what it says yet. We could say maybe 150 for that.
Okay. It'd be great for somebody satisfy their curiosity.
Yeah.
The fact they can't see something.
And then this tea one over here, it's quite badly rusted. I'd give 150 for that one too. So that would come to 700. So I was hoping if I took 4, you'd do a deal for €600.
Well, I'm a generous more at the moment, and I'll accept your kind offer.
Now that we found those 4 enamel signs, it's become a really profitable pick.
Thanks a million, Ian.
Thank you again. Thanks,
Thank you very much.
The rock sign is the most valuable of the 4. It's in good condition and there's a novelty factor there. I would say 4 to 500 for that sign. The coal merchant sign, it would probably sell for about 350. The tea rooms one, pretty heavily rusted, but I think we can still sell that for about 200 quid. We don't know what the other one is advertising yet, so it's really just like a lucky dip, I guess. Thanks so much again, appreciate it, thank you. Thank you, Deirdre, thank you. We're definitely taking more than antiques away today. Meeting Micheál was a bit of an inspiration, really. All the efforts he's making to kind of preserve this historic property.
I have no doubt that the money that he made from selling the items to Ian today will go straight into this house to do repair works.
See you later.
God bless. Safe journey.
Micheál has €800 to invest into running repairs, and Ian will be looking for a profit of well over €700 on the 6 items he's taking away from Castleellen House.
It's nice, yeah. It's a job well done. So long as Bannock.
The next morning, the boys are still in Galway. And today's the day the Tivoli sign Ian is desperate to land from the auction in Laois goes under the hammer.
If I could get these Tivoli letters, it would mean a lot to me. We need to keep an eye on the clock today, man. Those Tivoli letters are coming up for sale. I've registered for telephone bidding. I've about 5 alarms set to make sure that I don't miss this lot.
But Ali's got them another lead to get on with in the meantime.
How are you, Ali?
Hi, Ian. Do you fancy like another trip?
Absolutely, yeah. How far away are we talking?
If you want to head towards Lochray, there's a place called Dartfield Farm nearby. It's an equestrian centre and they sell antiques as well.
Oh yeah, 100%.
No horsing around, yeah?
Horse around? Us?
Okay, darling. Bye.
Lochray means the town of the grey speckled lake, and local folklore claims an underwater city lies at the bottom. Dartfield Farm is on the outskirts of town. The equestrian centre is dedicated to the Connemara pony, and it's been in Dorothy Leahy's family for 40 years.
We're probably one of the biggest breeders of Connemara ponies in the world. The west of Ireland is where they originated from. My father bought the farm in the 70s and then decided that it would be a nice idea to make a museum because Ireland is so rich in the history of the horse. So the museum opened in 2002.
Here we are.
Yeah, this looks like it.
This is nice, huh? Oh, this is nice. Should have bought the old cowboy hats and the shapes with the straps. Ah, there she is.
This must be her.
Yeah.
Dorothy! Hi! Hey, how's it going? Ali said you have a few bits and pieces lying around you might be interested in selling.
Yeah, maybe we could.
What's this fella's name?
Lovely Jubbly.
Lovely Jubbly.
Yeah,
Good name. We were introduced to Lovely Jubbly, Dorothy's favourite pony. There's obviously a Del Boy fan in the house. I'm a big fan of Only Fools myself. Well known for wheeling and dealing. I'd like to think my deals were a bit more legit, I guess.
Do you want to come in and I'll show you around?
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Great. Yeah.
Okay.
Ian has exclusive access to the museum's collection.
So I find a few bits in here, man. Oh, it's a kind of a guest book. It's a name, address. Ireland's got a huge horse racing tradition, horse breeding tradition. This is a huge part of our culture, really. And for that reason, there's a market for it. Look at this, man, straight away. See this thing? Let's talk to her about that for sure. Do you like the taxidermy yourself, Putsy? Do you like one of these in the gaff?
It's a bit gruesome now, but is it for your first time stroking the weasel, Ian, is it?
We have lots of stuff that might be of interest to him. If he sees something he likes, he's going to have to put a good offer in and maybe we can negotiate. We'll see.
Man, look, that's old, isn't it?
Yeah, 1934. That's one old fox.
This one's a bit older.
He's a bit uglier too, isn't he?
He is a bit uglier.
We spotted 2 fox heads mounted on the wall. It was kind of seemed to be part of a display about the fox hunting side of things. One looked more handsome or happy, if you wanted to put it that way, than the other. This poor little fellow was probably he's out in the hunt back in the
hunted,
30s. Is it 1934?
Yeah, 1934, yeah.
People feel happier if the fox is dead 100 years, I guess, to put it on their wall. We could make profit on them, but it all comes back to price and what we could get them for. Would you take 50 quid for this guy?
No,
Yeah.
Ian, no.
What about 75? Would that do it?
No.
The market for taxidermy is nothing like it used to be, so you've got to be careful in what you're paying for these items.
With no profit in the fox heads, Ian trots on to the equestrian display case he was drawn to earlier.
But this one here, can you tell us a bit more about it?
Yeah, this is a display about, like a hunting display. You have the leather riding boots, the hunting horn here, as you can see, the hunting horn here, and it's in a nice, nicely framed.
The display case is right up my street. There's a wide appeal for that type of thing. Equestrian memorabilia is really, really popular, and there's lots of collectors out there. It's huge in Ireland. I'm hoping to get that, and it will definitely sell if we get it at the right price. Would 120 quid take this away?
No, we're way out there.
How far out are we?
Well, we price in our head of 1,500.
So that's 1,500 as in 1,500?
Yeah, 1,500.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting that response. 1,500, nearly gave me a little, it's just where we were miles apart on that.
Ian's on a losing streak when it comes to Dorothy's valuations. But he's got the bit between his teeth to bag a bargain.
We just couldn't get a deal done, and I was getting just a little bit frustrated, really. But then I saw a couple of things that interested me in the far end of the room. This looks like Brendan Beaton. Is it?
Yeah, I think you could be right. Yeah, I think you could be right, Ian. Yeah. Now, I say there's the one on the other side there with somebody.
We spotted 2 things on the wall, kind of like copper portraits. One looks to me to be Brendan Beaton, who was a famous Irish playwright, poet. He was a literary rogue. He was known in every pub in Dublin's inner city. There's another one as well. I can't recognise who it is, but he's playing a fiddle. It could be an Irish musician. But Brendan is enough for me. We can make money on that. And those kind of copper pieces, they're unusual. They're handmade. It's got a nice patina, nicely aged. It will sell, and I'm going to try and get that if I can.
You know, they're pieces that probably aren't a big horsey theme. So yeah, look at it. I'm open to an offer on those.
Would you take 100 for the pair?
200.
Meet in the middle at 150?
175.
Okay, deal. All right. Deal. Thanks very much.
Good luck. I hope you love them. Okay, brilliant.
There we go.
Super.
Lovely stuff.
Super. Thanks.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Brilliant.
Happy days.
Happy days, yeah.
I was a little bit worried that we might not be able to get some deals done here. It always helps just to shake hands, do a deal, and hopefully we can move on and do quite a few more now. When we get it back to the office, Natalie might be able to do a little bit of research. Either way, anyway, we've made our money because of Brendan Beaton.
Ian hopes to harness his next deal on a tour of Dartfield's stable block.
Okay, guys, everything in here is for sale, so
okay, that's what we like
have a
to
look
hear.
around and see.
I like your dresser. What about this lantern over here? I just like the red glass. I mean, we see a lot of them, but this is different because it's got the red glass.
The red, yeah.
So I like that, you know.
Good.
So
good. Will you make us an offer?
25 would be the most I'd do on it.
30. It's a lovely antique piece, really.
You sold it to me. Okay, deal. 30. Thanks, Dorothy. Yeah, the 30 there. That's great,
Okay.
Dorothy.
Brilliant.
You drive a hard bargain,
Yeah,
but thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it'll make.
Very well there.
It's very good, yeah.
Coming up,
Yeah, this is Ian.
horse trading is put on hold as the Tivoli Theatre sign at the auction in Laois comes under the hammer.
The auctioneer said his battery was running low, so that didn't help my anxiety levels. Hey, how's your phone doing?
Doing all right.
And Vinny's looking for a cut of Ian's profits.
And this one here will be mine for my commission and my free consultation.
Yeah. You're a chancer, Vinny. Do you know that?
Dealing at Dartfield Farm in Galway has been interrupted by an urgent call.
Yeah, this is Ian.
Ian's making a telephone bid for Dublin's famous Tivoli Theatre sign, which is up for auction at guide price of €200 to €300.
I was a little bit worried that call wouldn't come true. Sure enough, it did. Just always get that anxiety, I guess, when you want something so bad.
One there. Now, this is us.
Yeah. So once the bidding began on that lot, I held back and let 2 other bidders bid against each other and waited to kind of see how that played out before I got involved.
You want to bid now, Ian?
Yeah, go for it, Jeff.
550 on the phone. 550. 600 on the net.
Yeah, go ahead,
Wanna go
650. And it was me versus somebody else online. The bidding just kept on going. I just didn't know when this was going to stop.
700 on the net. 700 on the net.
750?
750?
Yeah.
750 on the phone. 800 on the net.
Every time I put a bid, the other guy came right in. That's sometimes a technique because it's kind of giving you the impression that this guy isn't going to let up. I do the same. 850, please.
850 on the phone. 850 on the phone now.
Bang, he just stopped.
It's looking good.
And that was it. It was hammered down at 850.
Hold on the phone at 850. Thank you, Ian. That's yours.
Lovely jubbly. You're a gentleman. Thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that. I'm absolutely delighted. It's a fantastic item. It means a huge amount to own it.
You got them at a great price, actually, aren't they? They're so iconically.
But to be honest with you, still great value. for
Yeah,
what
it
they are,
is,
you
yeah.
know. My heart was ruling in my head for the Tivoli sign. Even though it was a kind of an emotional purchase, I could make a nice, juicy profit on it.
So you can tell people you own the Tivoli as well.
I own the Tivoli
Yeah,
theatre,
say that again, say that again.
There's a nice ring to that, isn't it?
It has a nice ring to it, yeah.
After his success on the phone, Ian returns to face-to-face haggling with the indomitable Dorothy in Dartfield's Equine Art Gallery.
I saw a couple of pieces of equestrian art that I really liked. One in particular, actually, which was quite old. It was in a nice gold gilded frame that was well worn. I would pay $150 for this.
300.
300. The main theme of the day was really that anything that was equestrian related was dear to her heart, or she held a higher value upon it.
You can't leave here without a bit of equine art. I mean, this would be a fabulous piece.
There was a little bit of damage. Paint was peeling off one of the horses. You know, I had to take that into account. It does affect the value. Can I tempt you with 200?
No, and I kind of feel 300 is a good price, a real good price, you know,
Yeah.
because it's an original piece.
She was adamant that 300 was the minimum on it, and I wasn't happy to pay 300 for it.
The equestrian items are failing to get to the finish line. But amongst Dorothy's collection of antiques, Ian spots a surefire winner.
What about this phone over here? As soon as I saw the payphone, I knew I was going to leave with that, and I probably get a couple of them every year. They sell like hotcakes.
Do you remember them?
I do, yeah, I do.
You're a lot younger than me.
Well, I do. I remember them in the 80s. The telephone is your classic Irish public payphone. They were introduced in the 1940s, and they were the first example of a public payphone, really. I know what I can get for them, and I know what to buy them for, and Dorothy has been a tough negotiator all day, so I just wasn't sure if we were going to be able to kind of do a deal on the phone. So would 200 buy this, Dorothy?
300.
250. What about 280? There's €20 off.
Okay, we have a deal. We have a deal. Well,
Right, thanks so much,
good man.
Darcy.
Well
Thank you.
done.
We got it for 280. We'll get at least 500 for it, and I have a buyer waiting for that already, so that's money in the bank.
Sorry you didn't leave with any equine art, but you can't leave without having a spin on one of the horses.
Yeah, I've only ridden a donkey before. I've never been on a horse.
Come on, you'll be okay. I'll show you how
sure,
it's done.
yeah?
Yeah, come on.
No wild horses now.
No
or
wild
anything, right?
horses. No.
Yeah.
After a slow start, Ian eventually ponied up €485 on 3 items at Dartfield, and will be galloping away with over €500 in potential profit, as soon as he learns how to ride a horse.
Okay, ready, Ian?
Yep, ready to go,
okay,
yeah.
all right, Ian, you just step
Think so,
up here.
anyway.
Just step up here. So just take your time, Ian, because
Right.
we're going to gather up the reins here. Okay, just hold in this hand for a second.
All right,
Just
should I
hold
put
it
my
here.
foot in the
Just put
thing,
your
or-
foot in here, Ian, nice and steady now. And just throw your leg, put your leg over. That's it, well done. And just relax, Ian. Well done.
Yeah, no,
you
I'm
look
great.
good. You look
Gravy
good.
now, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're doing brilliant. Well done.
Radio.
Well done. Yeah. Hey, who's laughing?
Oh, that's brilliant. That's me. I can't help but laugh. Look at him.
Yeah, you're doing
Butsy, take a video of this. You're a smart ass, aren't you?
Oh, that's brilliant.
I hope you're nice and comfy over there.
Oh, yeah. I'm enjoying this. You can't be there, Ian. You look like you're a natural.
What was that?
This is the lads in Dartfield House, Scarlet for our birthday.
Yeah. Stay there, Ian. Yeah.
I was absolutely bricking it, to be fair, you know. I mean, look, the thing is huge, and, you know, I'm at its mercy.
Make yourself look.
Hey, you know what they say, Ian, don't you? Only fools and horses.
Real wise guy, ain't you?
I'm just going to knock you off.
Yeah, you knock him out. Give him a headbutt there, will you?
It was nice seeing him getting up on a horse. I could tell he was a bit anxious about it, but it's a bit of a cowboy. Yeah. We need to get him a cowboy hat now.
We all loaded up, man.
Yeah, we are. All saddled up.
Sweet. Let's ride this black
Yeah.
stallion back to Dublin, bro. Let's go.
The Jeep is full to the brim with collectibles from Laois and Galway, so the boys head home to the big smoke. While they were busy finding profitable picks, office manager Ali has been hard at work finding out more about their latest haul. The Tivoli Theatre sign from the auction in Laois is first out.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what Vinny thinks of the Tivoli letters. I have something I want to show you in here. Little surprise for you. I mean, this is right up from where his shop was based. And really, just like any other Dubliner, the Tivoli holds a lot of personal memories for him.
Wow, Maxie, what are we looking at here? The letter O. Oh, I read O. The Tivoli. Wow, I see it now. Yes, oh, the Tivoli. The Tivoli Theatre, Maxie. Yes, you only knocked it down 2 weeks ago.
That's the last piece of the Tivoli left.
Well done.
Yeah.
That's part of my childhood.
It's a good find, isn't it?
What are you going to do with it?
The guy who sold the Tivoli, I'm going to phone him today.
That's a beaut. That's part of Dublin history that's never going to be repeated.
Deadly, isn't it?
Vintage Vinny gets to work clearing the tar off the mystery enamel sign from Castlelum, whilst Ali has got to the bottom of rock underwear.
So what I've discovered about rock underwear, they specialise in kind of men's underwear and durable underwear, like long johns and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Really sexy stuff.
Yeah, really sexy stuff, yeah.
They were one of the places that got looted in the Easter Rising. The Irish actually stole a load of long johns and underwear that were made for the British Army.
Really, yeah.
But they stole them
robbed their
instead.
jocks.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Literally. I have it here, actually, the official kind of insurance claim that they made.
Description of property destroyed or damaged. 400 pairs of socks, 91 pairs of drawers. Yeah. God, that's absolutely brilliant. So the Republican lads were all comfortable in their brand new socks and jocks.
Yeah, yeah.
While the Brits were going around commando.
Commando, yeah.
That's fantastic, Ali. What a great story. I mean, that really adds value to this sign now.
Do you wear long johns?
I haven't. I can't say I have, actually. I might give them a go, though. They'd be warm, you know, on a cold day, I'd say, you know.
Hey, Ali, check this out.
Cool.
Mission accomplished.
Perfect
Oh my God.
What do you think of that?
Wow.
Nice work.
time. That is very, very
Elbow.
good. Dublin, Cork and London. Elephant House. Have you ever heard of that? Elephant House?
Yeah, the flagship store, believe it or not, was in O'Connell Street. I think it was called Elephant House. So do you reckon you've hit the jackpot with this?
I think we really have, haven't we? I paid 150 for this because we didn't really know what was underneath. But now, I think about 600-700. I don't think I'd be happy to let it go for any less.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's over €1,000 worth of profit in these 4 enamel signs. They were already money in the bank at 600 quid for 4. Now I'm going to make all of that and more out of one sign, the rock underwear sign. That's probably the strongest sign of the 4. After I sell that, the rest is profit. It's already been a great week of picking, and I haven't even shown Vinny the sugar bowl lampshades yet. Well, I got them.
Hey, good man. Lovely. Well done.
200 a pair.
200?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I will do, right? You sell that for 275, okay? And this one here will be mine for my commission and my free consultation.
Yeah.
I'll charge you no fees whatsoever.
Right, yeah.
Is that fair enough?
You're a chancer, Vinny. Do you know that?
Very few of us left.
There's a bit of water for you.
With Vinny's commission in the bag, the drinks are on him, as the team celebrate a fine week of picking.
It was a great week, topped off with this thing behind us.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Just absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's the creme de la creme.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be. It was. Here's to the Tivoli.
Yeah.
Cheers, 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 cheers.